Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of September 29th. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the Tarot Guy next door, and I use my cult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards life you want. If you have a question you want to ask the cards, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. And if you want to learn how to read the cards, you'll find information on my beginner's course below. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Tarot de Marseille with Citron, the Borderless Rider-Waite-Smith with Mahogany Obsidian, and the Light Seers Tarot with Amethyst. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, Group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. Okay, I'm very confident in my pyramid placement, and ooh, that it is warranted. So, beautiful. I'll see you right now. Group 1, I don't usually like reading different people as different aspects of the same person, so I'm not going to. However, what I'm about to describe as a situation between 2 people can map pretty easily to one person, is what I'm trying to say. But the image that appeared to me shortly before in pausing that I was unable to shake, because there is, we have a court card and the newbie in the Page of Cups here. And the image that that came to mind was that of a father teaching his son how to ride a bike, and that phase where the father is running alongside the bike and kind of just pushes the son off so that the son can learn to, move of his own volition, but fast enough that the wheels do their job of keeping the bike upright and that kind of thing. This is kind of that moment. I can, there are low-ranking pips here. And I think that the breakthrough here is either, or the instability, should I say, the only odd numbered card in all of this, if we exclude the 7 of the Chariot here. So this 9 here, it's either that it's been a long time coming for the son to finally graduate towards, pedaling for a bit, maybe even a couple houses of street length without falling over or whatever. Or it could be the indication of a long bike ride. But I think that, especially with a 10 here, it always is funny to me when a 10 and when a 10 and a page appear together, kind of like an ace and a page, where there's ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one. And yeah, again, I don't know, whether you're the Chariot or the Page in this metaphor, this is looking like a good mentor-mentee relationship that is cementing something, but it's more something that will build towards something, because again, the high numbered pips are either at the bottom of the deck underpinning the entire message, or one off. It is at the top of your cross, but it's like the only odd numbered pip. So yeah, this is looking like a good week for both father and son in this metaphor. If you liked this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump ahead to your oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Group 2, let's see what we have for you for this week. Okay, at least it's upright. I like me a good 7 of Wands upright at the top of the cross. Okay. Yeah, most of the cards are upright. Whatever. This should do nicely. I'll see you right now. This is actually pretty cool. It feels weird saying this with all the high numbered cards in here. We have 2 9s and a 7. However, with the let's forget about the 7 of Wands for a second. With these 2 cards being Earth cards, being upright, and these 2 cards being Swords cards, the card of the Swords cards are reversed and the 2 coins are upright. So this is theory running into practice or running into application with the real world, basically. So circling back to my initial comments after unpausing, it feels weird saying this about, a reading that has 2 9s and a 7 in it, but it feels like the first, or at least a coming to terms with what the theory actually means in practice, and how the things that you've been thinking long and hard about, maybe a little too long and a little too hard, get reflected in the reality. And with the 9 of coins in the middle of everything upright, it does look like you have the resources necessary around you, and it's really a question of putting it into practice. And again, it might be that you're having to put it into practice in a more sudden fashion than you were expecting. However, it does look like you're well situated. That even, like, basically I think that the reason that the Page of Swords is reversed is because the conflict between the theory and the practicality. And I think that by just keeping the patience, the due diligence, the putting one foot in front of the other to plow the field, is how you can, is how you can get through the week, basically. The 2 of Cups reverse has been silently nodding throughout this entire reading. I don't know if this implies a relationship between someone or if this just emotions that you have to get over, but I think that everything that the 2 of Cups reverse adds to this conversation has already been mentioned. So yeah, again, it looks like you're in a strong position, even though it's not looking like you're going to plow the entire field this week. If you like your reading, please give this video a like. And you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump ahead to your Oracle card reading. All right, group 3. Let's see what we have for you for this week. Okay, nice. Love me a good 9 of Cups. Nice. I have a pretty good sense of what this message is, which is good for me. And hopefully that will, turn into something particularly useful for you as well. So, on that note, I'll see you right now. Yeah, just as anticipated, I didn't pause the recording for very long at all, as a matter of fact, very, very quickly. This is having a decision thrust upon you, with the 2 of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck, underpinning everything, flanked, doubled by the 4 of Swords in reverse in the reading proper. When the 4 of Swords comes up, I often read it as either coming out of your shell or, needing to stay in the shell. This is being forced out of the shell. Again, with the 8 of Wands in the middle of everything, that is what is driving the, this isn't your choice, you're getting pushed out of the plane. And I think that part of this, because again, this is looking like you are absolutely convinced that you're not prepared for this, but you are. Hence the Page of Coins and the Hierophant both being reversed. But again, the 9 of Cups is upright in the middle. Not in the middle, but it might as well be. It's at the top of the cross. First card I turned over. And again, when the wish fulfillment or the wish card is one of the only upright cards in all of this, that's a good omen. So that is what is making me, grok all of this as being pushed out of the cliff, being pushed out of the plane when you thought that you were not ready to jump, but, realizing that, the instructor wasn't just glazing you up when he told you that that you were a good student and that you were probably going to be ready sooner than you realize, because it's looking like you don't realize how ready you are, but it is looking like you're ready. But again, the Two of Swords reverse in underpinning the entire message is definitely a major influence on all of this. This is the lady being forced out of the chair with only one sword in hand and the other sword left behind, no matter what she thought. And again, it's looking like it's an overall good, even though the majority of this reading is in reverse. If you like this reading, please give this video a like. And you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump ahead a couple seconds to your Oracle card portion. Whoops. All right, let's see what we have here. This should be... yeah, that's decent. That will do nicely. Group A, your card is Neath with a message of perseverance. This is very fitting no matter what I told you in the tarot portion, because throughout all three readings there was a lot of subtlety, but I think that the subtlety, it's the kind of subtlety that leaves a lot of room for unforced errors. And I think that if you just keep your eye on the prize and take the setbacks in stride as much as you can, that's kind of what can help you throughout the week. Group B, your card is the Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. Listen, just in case some of y'all might feel like you hit rock bottom or whatever, because the theme of rebirth, and I... one of the readings in particular gave me the opposite feelings of hitting rock bottom, but it's more like finding a lotto ticket, a winning lotto ticket in your pocket. But basically, I think that this is an invitation. Sorry, it's an omen that if you still recognize yourself by the end of the week, you might look back at this week as the week that a lot of things changed. No pressure. Group C, your card is happiness. Listen, while speaking to one of the other groups, I mentioned how there is a lot of trickiness to the energy in the tarot portion. And it's the kind of trickiness that leaves a lot of room for unforced errors. And I think that if you try to approach the week from a place of optimism, that's the best way for happiness to map to the tarot portion, is to tweak it a little towards optimism and just realizing that you can do it. Yeah, something tells me that there's an optimism card in the Prism deck, but whatever. We work with the cards we're dealt. Puns never intended. Group D, your card is Discovery. This is Mercury in Sag, because of course Mercury in Sag is going to have Discovery as a title. Let me stare at this and see what we got. I think the most straightforward way this fits into the tarot portion is to really, it's an invitation to approach the week from a lens of curiosity. I often appeal to the childlike mind when talking about curiosity, but I think that with Mercury in Sag in particular, that can be the what if it was possible, and opening yourself up to new possibilities, I think would be the key for you. And that is a good note to end everything on. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give this video a like. I hope you have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.